Welcome, everyone. I'm gonna fix the camera angle real quick. Okay. Is that camera angle good for you guys? And also, as I usually ask every time, can you hear me and can you hear the game just fine? Okay, that's good. I'm going to be just a second to start as usual, since I need to get the link posted in some Discord servers. Okay, got it posted in as many servers as I'm willing to post it in, because I'm not going to post it in like 20 servers. Hello, Mk8DX Gaming, how are you today? In fact, how's everybody doing today? Oh, nice, Chris. I'm considering getting the Nintendo Labo. It's an option on my screen, but I can't actually use it. I saw a video that Mk8DX released of him using it, and it looks kind of funky, but it does seem like a cool experience. Since I failed to actually complete a run yesterday, I decided to do a practice run off stream just to make sure that I'm still comfortable with all of the tracks. I used a slightly better setup, and I managed to finish in 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 53 seconds. If I had recorded that run and uploaded it to Speedrun.com and it had gotten accepted, it would have been the 15th fastest run on the site for 150cc 32 tracks. And that's just my first attempt, and I got seriously bad RNG the entire time. Like on Toad's Harbor, there was 3 shocks that went off. I got blue shelled twice, and I got sniped in midair going for the shortcut on lap 1 and 2. Hey, Mike. Mike's here. How you doing, Mike? Oh yeah, I was lurking in Crispy's stream earlier. I chatted occasionally, but I was in the middle of my practice run when I joined his stream. So the only time I could chat was in between races. As you can see, I've changed my setup. I changed to a setup that I'm more comfortable with, and that I think works better. Their sound, it's just that the game is quiet for a second whenever I'm loading through all this. Like, if I go out here right now, you should hear it. If it's too quiet, I can turn it up. Also, if my voice is too loud, feel free to tell me. I have a loud mouth, so I don't know when my voice is too loud. Oh, nice, Chris. Is it just me, or is Yoshi riding a Yoshi bike very disturbing? Like, seriously, look at this. Tell me that doesn't look disturbing. Yoshi riding his own kind. Because to me, that looks creepy. Oh, that's good, Mike. He won a green Yoshi. Actually, no, let's vote on it right now. What Yoshi color am I going to use? Post your votes in the stream chat. Whichever one gets the most votes, I will do. If they all tie, then I'll just pick the one that I want the most of the options. Oh, by the way, Mike, by blue, do you mean this blue or the light blue? Because I'm assuming you mean this one. Oh, okay. Anyone else want... Big Cheese, do you want to throw in your vote? Sending Big Cheese a message in Discord to make sure he actually sees. And that way we can get a vote from him. Because right now, I'm leaning more towards just the dark blue. But I've used that one for so long. It's mainly why I keep leaning towards it. Big Cheese says yellow. So yellow has 1 vote. Well, looks like light blue has 2 votes. Anyone else want to put in their votes before light blue gets chosen? I'm also gonna do some lag testing while I wait. Need to make sure the stream won't lag. Okay. I think we're gonna be going with light blue. Yep, yellow. Okay, Big Cheese picks yellow. So far, light blue has 2 votes, dark blue has 1 vote, and yellow has 1 vote. I think light blue's gonna win. But Mike, I did a practice run earlier during Crispy's stream, and I managed to get a time of 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 53 seconds. If I uploaded that time to speedrun.com, then that would be the 15th fastest run on the website for 32 tracks on 150cc. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good, especially for a first run. My time is only about 5 minutes off world record, which in Mario Kart 32 track standards is, in my opinion, not very much. And I got very bad RNG throughout the entire run. I fell off a bunch. I got hit by lightning bolt a bunch. Well, we're gonna go with light blue. Because I think light blue wins. Yoshi, the Yoshi color blends in with the cart. I've been using this setup since it's the setup I use for most of the tracks and time trials. So I'm going to be using this. If I were to do world record attempts, I would have to be using a heavier character besides Yoshi. Because Yoshi, as far as I know, isn't fast enough to land a world record for 32 tracks straight unless I were to get a perfect RNG run. This is... Let's see, so we're doing 150cc. We can't do this. It has to be normal items. We can't do frantic items or any of these other options, according to the rules. We have to do hard computer players. That's required. It has to be all vehicles, and in order is the recommended one, and then 32 races. So now, with traditional Mario Kart timing, I start timing myself once I hit OK. I may try Bowser, but the main heavyweight character I like to use in this game is Metal Mario, since I used him a bunch in Mario Kart 7. So it's basically the characters I'm just picking Yoshi for these attempts because personal preference. Timing will start once I hit go. And I'm gonna have to make sure I don't pay too much attention to chat because the run I was unable to complete yesterday, I lost a bunch of time because I kept looking at chat and slamming into things. Timing will start in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see how well I do this time. The practice run I did had a very good early game, but a poor late game. AKA, the first 4 cups were pretty good, but the last 4 cups were pretty bad. Mike is right. How dare I blame my failures on my viewers? I should be ashamed of myself. And hopefully there isn't any issues with the stream, like it starts lagging or it disconnects during the stream. So that would, because my main goal in the end is that after I complete this run, that I want to upload it or submit it to speedrun.com and hopefully get it on the leaderboards. So that way I can have my first official run on the leaderboards. So hopefully there isn't any stream issues. But if something does go down during the stream and I'm not paying attention, then feel free to just spam the chat and I'll see it. Because I'm also looking at chat out of the corner of my eye. Got hit by that blue shell, dang it. Yeah, it started becoming a little more active since I ended up actually posting the link again, since I didn't do it for a while, since because, you know, I had a vacation with my grandparents followed with a vacation with my parents, so I didn't really have much of a chance to actually post it anywhere. But if you want, Mike, you can, actually, I think there okay. I don't think Nightbot's working. I don't think Nightbot's gonna work on my phone, but I'll have to check to see if it will. But if you want, Mike, you can post if you want, you can post a Discord link in the chat. I have a permanent link in the rules if you can find that one. Meta Mario almost sniped me. And just a fair warning to everybody. I generally try my best not to do this, but if it does happen, I'll try to stop myself from doing it, but I do have a rage issue with this game. I intentionally hit that banana. It's better to get hit by the banana than take a hit from the blue shell. Okay then, Mike. If you want, you can just make another, if you want, you could just create another invite if you want, you could just create another invite, then post it. But I'll also have to check to see if Nightbot will actually work, for streams on my phone. Oh wow, Mike. I'm gonna have to play really well for these last two races and hope I get good RNG if I want to save time. Since the time I had for the Mushroom Cup, when I finished it, was 9 minutes and 54 seconds, so it just barely subbed 10 minutes. It just barely subbed 10 minutes. I don't like it. I think I ended up going in too tight. Well, need to stop failing. Did I create a Nightbot command for my Discord server? You can do that. I know what you mean. Yes, I did make a command for my Discord server. It does have the first permanent link, but the issue is Nightbot isn't. It doesn't seem like Nightbot is loading up. Because I gave my link to Nightbot, so I just don't know if it'll work from my phone. If somebody wants to, they can check to see if Nightbot will work with streams from a phone. Yeah, I think I'll probably have to figure it out after the stream, because I have no idea. Or I can be sneaky and pull it up in between races and slowly check it then. The only reason I'm taking this right path here is just because it's faster to get the coins. So I'll very quickly regain any time that I've lost. Chris, I won't be doing online races this stream. This is just purely a speedrun stream. My goal is to get a new time. But I can easily do races with you after the stream, and I get the whole Nightbot thing figured out. Dang it, shock. Every time that a shock goes off, from a rough estimation that I can make, you lose about, I'd say like 10 seconds or something every time a shock goes off. It's just my rough estimation. It's around like 5 to 10 seconds you lose every time a shock goes off. And my practice run had 3 shocks go off in one race, so you can take a wild guess of around how much time I lost on one track because of it. Okay. I split a little late ending the Mushroom Cup, but I basically lost around like 5 seconds. Kind of close, Mike. Since every shock makes you lose about 5 to 10 seconds every time it goes off, I lost around like probably 20 to 30 seconds or something on Toad Harbor just from 3 shocks going off. I don't know what the official word for it is, because I call it lightning bolt and shock. I don't have an official word or name that I call it by. Oh, here, blue shell. Spare me blue shell. I forgot that the blue shell doesn't spare you. The blue shell spares no one. I will read your comments in a second, Mike. My goal is to only read comments in between races. Since in between races, all I have to do is just mash A to get through track loading and stuff. Oh, okay, Mike. Should probably move this. It's gonna be a hand reveal if my hand appears on the screen. This is Toad Harbor, aka the track where I got shocked 3 times in one race, so hopefully that doesn't happen this time. And hopefully I can stay on the cycle for these trolleys, because if you trick off of these, then yeah, they give you a giant boost. And it saves around like half a second every time you do it. And with how well I can play the track currently, I can get it on lap 1 and 2, but I'm too fast for lap 3. The only way I can get it lap 3 is if I slow down and miss it on lap 1 or 2. Welcome, Mario. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm just barely fast enough for this one. Yep, just barely caught it. Good luck with your smuggles, Chris. Hopefully you become. Hopefully you can channel your inner Mankalore to actually get it. To actually pull off a smuggle. I have to slow down for that green trolley, but with how fast I go through the track, and even with a shock, ooh, mushroom, I basically go too fast for it. How are you doing today, Mario? My goal is to actually complete a speedrun of this game for once without having any problems. I did a practice run before this stream, and I managed to get a time of 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 53 seconds. If I had recorded it and uploaded it to speedrun.com, it would have been, as far as I know, the 15th fastest time on the site. For 150cc 32 tracks. Ooh, double mushrooms. I can take the shortcut. Shortcut. I'm obviously gonna save one of these mushrooms for dodging a blue shell if I can. Actually, should I hold on to both of them? Because the boo can technically steal one. Nah, I'm gonna go for shortcut. I don't even care that they're redding me. Boom. So if a blue shell comes, I can dodge it. At least if I time it right. Never mind, shock came. It doesn't matter at this point. Another shock, what the heck? And another red shell. I've noticed that the main habit I have with this game is that every time a shock goes off when I'm playing against the computer players, there's always a red shell that's gonna follow it at this point. Because I'm so far ahead that it takes the red shell a bit to get to me. So, at this point, I pretty much, at this point, anticipated a red shell whenever I see a shock go off. Okay, Mike. This will only be around. The stream will only be around an hour 45 to minutes, 2 hours. Shy Guy Falls. How badly am I gonna get destroyed on this track? I've had a history of bad luck on this track. Okay, I'm gonna slow down for Peach. Take that for me, Peach. Bye, Peach. That's what you get. That's what you get for redding me. Oh, and also another thing that I remembered from the rules for Speedrun.com is I believe that smart steering cannot be turned on. I only have auto accelerate turned on, as you can see. So smart steering is turned off. I hate bloopers sometimes. What's with all of the blue shells? I don't deserve these blue shells. Leave me alone. I'm not taking that red shell. Bomb on. Okay, not bad. I saved, I saved 17 seconds on Flower Cup, which actually isn't very much, considering that I actually got pretty bad RNG at Flower Cup as well. Ah, dang it, I hit the wall. I never hit that wall, but I managed to hit it that time. In my practice run, I actually didn't go high enough to go over the boxes, so I went right through them, but I didn't actually get re-angled off of them like you normally do. It would be kind of hard to do a split when I only had the game paused for probably about 800 milliseconds or so. It'd be kind of hard to split in that time frame. And plus, it'd be very easy to tell because if I do end up submitting this time, they could just look at the time in the times between each cup, and they could easily see if I did a false split or not. Because I'm going to put my phone in front of my computer screen and I will show my splits at the end of the stream. So that way there's proof of my time. So if I do submit the time, they can inspect the splits and see the time frames in between them. That was a pretty good Sunshine Airport. I didn't get hit by a shock or a blue shell, I believe. But now it's time for my least favorite track in the 32 track run. I do not like this track. So if you really want to anger me in online races, all you'd have to do is pick this track. The only track I hate more than this is Ice Ice Outpost, and I hate Ice Ice Outpost with a passion. And I got target red shelled, as I would say it. I got red shelled over the... Hey, a super horn. I was not expecting a super horn from a single box. And as far as I know, this path's the fastest one to take through that section on 150cc. I don't know what the fastest one for 200cc is. I just have to do some testing with it to see which one's faster. Don't even care if a blue shell comes. I'm not taking the hit from that red shell. I can give you numerous reasons why I hate it. Why I hate Ice Ice Outpost. One, I hate ice physics in general. The only exception to that rule for me is Mount Wario, because Mount Wario is an awesome track. It uses ice physics pretty well. But I hate Ice Ice Outpost's ice physics. The shortcuts on the tracks, the shortcuts on Ice Ice Outpost are complete BS. The only way that you can the only way you can consider doing those shortcuts is by actually practicing them in time trials. Unless you're somehow a god at doing shortcuts without knowing how to do them in the first place. I had to practice Ice Ice Outpost in time trials for about an hour or so just to get down the first two shortcuts. The ending shortcut at the end of the third shortcut at the end of the lap's the only reasonable shortcut for me that I can do somewhat consistently. But I can list a few things that I don't like about Ice Ice Outpost, but the two main reasons is the shortcuts are complete lies, and I hate the ice physics. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a nice track too. I just hate the fact that I just hate the ice physics combined with trying to do the shortcuts. Trying to do the shortcuts with those ice physics is crazy. It's not even for me. It's not worth doing those shortcuts combined with the ice physics if I don't practice the track. I want to figure out how Meta Mario keeps getting red shells and perfectly timing them to hit me when I'm over the edge of the track. Because to me, the hard AI and the hard computer players in this game aren't exactly hard. The only thing about them that can make them a hard computer player is just that they're annoying. Yeah. Yeah, Mario, don't get me wrong, I think it's a cool track, I just don't like the ice physics. And I don't like the shortcuts. If I remember correctly, I believe Nintendo made that track based off of the ice climbers. Which I've never played any of the games with the ice climbers in it. Mostly because I didn't even know that they were a thing for the longest time. The only reason I know about them now is because of them getting announced at Nintendo's E3 for Smash Ultimate. That's the only reason I found out about them. Let's not completely fail this track. I completely derped this track in my offline run, so I'm hoping I don't fail it this time. I mainly failed it at the tree section, because a shock went off and I got redded and I was face planted right in front of a tree. So that wasn't the greatest experience. Oh, I'm gonna slam into a rock. Well, I've officially derped Mount Wario again. And shock went off in almost the exact same place as it did in my private run. Yeah, ice physics are a thing. It's why if you use certain setups on tracks like Mount Wario or Ice Outpost that your cart slides. It's pretty much ice physics at its finest. Just like Dry Desert and Cheeseland, I believe, have sand physics. Did not think I would actually get that. But double shocks, jeez. And yet I still saved time. I saved 5 seconds, about. Oh wow, Mario. Now it's time for my favorite cup in this game, Special Cup. I'm a sucker for the Special Cup in this game. The only track I don't like in this cup is Dry Desert. Actually, no, Dry Ruins, I believe it is. I believe that's the name of it. Actually, it's not Dry Ruins. It's Bone Dry Dunes. I'm dumb. The only thing about Bone Dry Dunes I hate is the last half of the track. The rest of the track is cool. But I just don't like general physics in this game that aren't like the normal track physics like what I'm racing on right now. This is normal physics. I've played this game for long enough that I can very easily notice the ice physics. Because my cart ends up sliding around a lot more whenever I'm drifting around turns. My car will actually slide a little off to the left, so I have to take slightly tighter turns in order to stay in line with the edge of the track. And shock. Here we go. Starting to get close to the halfway point. Now for my second least favorite track in the 32 track run. If this was the 48 track run, this would be my fourth least favorite track. And Dolphin Shoals would be my second least favorite. Because Ice Outpost would be number 1, followed by Dolphin Shoals, then Cheeseland, then this track, then Donut Plains. I appreciate Donut Plains, though. I did a couple time trials on it. So I at least don't hate the track as much as I used to. The only thing I hate about Donut Plains is just trying to do the water cut at the, I believe, second major turn in the track. Who all is still in the stream, by the way? If you're in the stream, are you enjoying it so far? Sorry if you aren't enjoying it. Shouldn't have grabbed that mushroom. But since I grabbed it, I regret nothing. Okay, Mike. My special cup was actually pretty bad when I did it in my private run, well, my offline run. Since it ended up being around 12 minutes long, which is not exactly very great. But so far, this one's doing a lot better. Am I on cycle for the trick? Dang it, I just barely missed the trick. If you go fast enough, even with Yoshi, you can just barely get a trick off of that tiny little hill. My main goal is to break away from the computer players as quickly as possible. That way I don't have to worry about it with them. I don't have to worry about them bombarding me with red shells as much. They'll still get them because somehow they're capable of it. Like you see how far Rosalina is behind me. From recent memory, I don't remember ever getting a red shell from that far away. So I'm kind of surprised that Rosalina got them from as far away as she is. Can you do it, phone? And that's what I get for not looking at the screen. Instead of looking at the screen, I looked at the stream. And I got hit by a banana. Can you do it, phone? I noticed you were lacking a little in the second lap. Looks like my phone's holding up fine for right now. Now it's just time for the track that I'm best at, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is the track I'm best at for 150cc. Since it is the closest time I have to a world record in this game. Only 1.5 seconds off and using this setup. Dang it, blooper and shock. I only know this track going off of these cycles I know when I'm in first and haven't gotten hit. Is the stream quality good for you guys? Because I'm looking at my screen, and I think it's just based off of my internet right now, but the stream quality is pretty bad on my end. How's it doing on your guys' end? Far enough ahead at this point that it's very unlikely I'm going to get blue shelled. That red shell skipped me. It took a different path. No need to brake since there's a blooper. I saved around 38 seconds on the special cup. So I'm around 53 to 54 seconds ahead based off of live split here. Out of my way, Rosalina. And I get hit by Rosalina. Tried to sniper, but I'm gonna hit her now. Goodbye, Rosalina. I should have used that red shell. I'm probably gonna regret it. This Moo Meadows isn't going very well right now. Oh, great, another coin. My question is, why the heck are coins an item in this game? Like basically, which guy at Nintendo came up with the whole idea of making a coin an item in this game? The only advantage I can see to it is that first place wouldn't get non-stop defense items. Because in Mario Kart 7, if you were in first, you basically had infinite defense items. But in Mario Kart Wii, in Mario Kart DS, there was the fake item box, which red shells could go right through. Okay, Mike. Hopefully you can get it up and running, and that there isn't any issues with it. I will never understand how the computer players get so many red shells. But yet if I'm in second and I grab a double item box, half the time I don't even get red shells. But the computer players pull them practically every time. And another shock. The Inkling Girl shock dodged. Another red shell. I don't know if it's just me or not, but I absolutely hate the red shells in this game. They're really well programmed because if you don't have an item, they'll pretty much be guaranteed to hit you. But it gets really annoying when you're doing a speed run and you have to deal with hard computer players that know what to throw red shells right when you're going past an item set. That way they can just hit you, grab another red shell, and then hit you again. The only way you can really dodge a red shell in this game without an item is to basically drift into a wall and hit the wall right as the red shell's about to hit you, because since the red shell locks onto the center of your cart / bike, if you hit the wall right as the red shell's about to hit you, the red shell will have to re-angle to the center of your cart, and since the center of your cart will be against the wall, it'll actually end up slamming into the wall instead of actually hitting you. That's at least what I think is happening when you do it. I'm gonna red you because I can. My revenge for all of the red shells I take from the computers. Let's hope that I can have a better last 4 cups than I did in my offline run. I mean, you can mess with me in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's just the fact. It's just that if I get the chance, I'll end up pulling a bunch of red shells and then hitting you with them. Or if I get incredibly lucky, I can snipe you with a green shell and just take back first place, or whatever place I want. Yes, you see how far behind Rosalina is. Since this game's item system is based on distance, my question is how Rosalina got a red shell from that far away. I've never gotten red shells from that far away, and I've been that far behind a bunch of times before. But yet I've never pulled red shells from that far away, like Rosalina just did. I actually don't know what Two Souls, Beyond Souls 2, or whatever the heck it is called. I don't even know what it is. I'm about to take a look at the name right now, since this is actually a straightaway. Oh, Beyond Two Souls. Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually don't know what that is. Sorry about completely butchering the name. Dang it, cars. I don't like cars on this track. This is also one of the tracks I don't like in the 32 track run. This would be my third least. This would be around my third least favorite track in the 32 track speedrun. Not a fan of it. Mostly just because if I hit any of these walls, it's almost a guarantee that I'm gonna end up slamming into the cars. Especially on 200cc. I absolutely refuse to do this track on 200cc unless I have to. The game really likes giving me bananas. Sweet, the red shell hit a car. There. Yeah, I was expecting it. I lost around 5.5 seconds on Shell Cup. It's dry desert. Or as Mankalore calls it, smuggle desert. Since you can very easily slow down and end up in around 11th or 12th place. And let first place get really far ahead, then you can get to items like a golden mushroom or a star, and you can easily take a giant shortcut at the end of the track. So yeah, I actually got the double trick there. That never happens. The shortcut would be that you would go off to the right of the finish line here, and you would actually go all the way around this turn. And you would end up right at this trick ramp I'm going past right here. That's where you would end up after you finish the shortcut. That's how big it is. And I don't know how I hit that pokey. and Metal Mario's right behind me, and I can see that he has a red shell. So yeah, I got another green shell. So the boo doesn't steal it, knock on wood. But I'm just anticipating a boo, so I'm just gonna throw it back. I'm gonna throw it. If that green shell somehow comes back and snipes me, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, blue shell. Too bad. I think it's too far away to reach me in time. Yep, you're out of luck, blue shell. Deal with it. Ah, okay. That's definitely that sounds like a cool description for the game. I had to skim through all of that I had the option of skimming it or reading it. I skimmed through parts of it, but I read most of it. That definitely seems like a cool game based off the description. Go away, Rosalina. I don't like you. What's with all of these green shells? There's so many green shells just going around the edge of the track. So I'm surprised none of them have hit. I'm surprised that none of them have hit me. I seem to be the guy that attracts all of the shells to come hit me. You can easily tell because of the amount of red shells I've had to take during this speedrun so far. Bounce it off. I bounced it. I bounced the bomb. I generally don't get the bounce for the bomb off of the finish line there, but I'm surprised I got it. This track is really cool in my opinion. It was in Mario Kart 64, which was the first Mario Kart game I ever played. I played it after it came out, but I believe my Grandma John had it. So I ended up actually getting to play it. And I really loved this track on the N64. And for the most part, it looks a lot like it did on the N64 version. I'm just upset that I can't drive up to the castle. If I could drive up to the castle, I would just do that in every race I would ever do offline. I wouldn't do it in speedruns, though, because I'd just lose a lot of time off of it. And shock, dang it. And red shell, yep. I anticipated that red shell from the exact second that the shock went off. Dang it, wall. Dang it, I tried to go for that mushroom. Also, that little jump I did over the off-road, that's a really cool jump to do once you practice it enough and are able to get it down consistently. It only saves around like 300 milliseconds to at most half a second, I think, but it is really satisfying to get it. Now it's time for the track that I dread the most in this speed run, which is DK Jungle. This track is a lot harder than it was in Mario Kart 7, since there's the whole thing that you can do in this game where you drift off of ramps and then release your drift and jump right as you hit boost pads, and you'll actually get a boost from it like that. Get boosted from it, but the issue is I seem to fall off the track every time I attempt to do it. I got it 2 times in my speed run that I did offline earlier today, which shocked me. The easier thing to do is this. This is easier. That's a lot easier to do. I still saved time despite slamming into the tiki for a second. Or the giant stone statue, or whatever the heck it's called. I don't know what anything in this game is called at this point. Let's see if I can get it this time. Yeah, I got it. But I'm gonna fall off the track in the process. My angle was too tight going onto it. I don't care, I at least got it. That green shell nearly hit me, and that was my own green shell. I can't snipe anybody in online races, and I can't snipe the computer players in offline races for the life of me, but I can snipe myself almost all the time. I think I'm just incredibly good at predicting myself. Okay, I still saved time. I saved around 7 to 8 seconds. So far, I've only lost time on 2 splits, and the rest are gold splits, since this is only my second attempt. Do not have a... I swear, Rosina has a red shell. She has a red shell. Wall dodge. Yep, wall dodge. I just wall dodged. That's a wall dodge. You can see the red shell slammed into the wall because the center of my cart was actually facing the wall, and the red shell's programmed to lock on to the center of your cart. And I managed to fall off the track. I did not know that you could fall off there. And doing that wall dodge, even though I got angled against another wall, it was still faster to do the wall dodge. I'm gonna blow up Rosalina. Okay, I didn't hit that banana. I was thinking I was gonna hit it. Oh wait, it's my own banana. Rosalina hit it. I almost hit my own banana. That perfectly shows how well I can predict myself. Because I always plant bananas in the tightest turns possible when the computer players don't even take tight turns. I'm the only one that takes tight turns, so I end up hitting myself with the items. Luckily, I'm on top of a boost pad, so I can just speed right back up from that boost shell. Yeah, gotta hit top of the finish line for bonus points. Okay. This run's going pretty well so far. And there's only 2 cups left. So I'm in the last 2 cups of the speed run already. Also, the snow on this track, if I remember correctly, has its own physics. Also, I don't know if Nintendo's fixed it or not, but a cool visual bug that I found was if you hold a drift and you drift onto that little part of the track on the side that I was drifting on, your drift will actually go invisible, but it's still charging, which I thought was cool. Yeah, no point in slowing down for that. I'm just gonna take it. And in fact, I'm going to try something. Let's snipe myself. Dang it. Oh, Shock saved me. Thank you, whoever set that off. There, got Rosalina. Stay away from me, Rosalina. Somehow got the purple drift boost off of that. Okay, I think Nintendo fixed it. Because if you held a drift and then went on to that little area of the track that I was just on, your drift would actually go invisible, but it would still be charging at the same rate that it does even without being on it. So I think Nintendo fixed it. Because it happened to me a bunch in online races, and I didn't know why it was happening. If anybody wants to start making predictions for what they think my final time will be, my current time is 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 53 seconds. And I am around a minute ahead of my personal best. So if anybody wants to, they can start guessing what they think my final time will be. I have never seen a red shell do that before. It hit the wall and that was in the out of bounds. It doesn't hurt to guess, Mike. Cause no guess is ever wrong. At least until the actual result is given. dang it, I forgot to get the double item box. Oh, nice, I actually got that boost. I've never done that before, so I just decided to YOLO it, and I got it. But the blue shell's gonna ruin my fun. The blue shell is the destroyer of friendships in this game. And for me, the blue shell has completely ruined my respect for the computer players in this game for the most part. I just have a thing against the computer players in this game. Like I just have some deep hatred for them. Like, deep hatred against them. Oh, I got the boost again. You have to release your drift boost so early to get that one. Come on, beat the blue shell to the finish line. Beat the blue shell. Yes, I beat the blue shell. Well, I can tell you, Mike, that right now, if I remember correctly, I believe the world record is... let's see. I believe the world record right now is around 1 hour and 19 minutes or so. It's like 1 hour and 19 minutes in like 20 seconds or something. That's the world record. And my time is 1 hour, 23 minutes and 53 seconds, and I'm about a minute ahead of my personal best. So any time range around like 1 hour, 22 minutes for me is a good guess. And Rosalina's right behind me. Go away, Rosalina. I don't like you. I almost got a wall dodge. Ah, great, a blue shell already. Can I get the blue shell confusion? I'm gonna go incredibly wide just to get that confusion. Dang it! I almost got the confusion. The blue shell was taking the path that most people take in online races, so I was hoping that by going outwards I would be able to avoid it, because it would just go around for an entire lap afterwards. And after that it would disappear. Dang it, Shock. Has anybody been keeping count of how many shocks have gone off in this speed run? Because my guess is around like 9 to 10. There have been a fair amount of them. Actually, no, I'm gonna guess way more than that. I'm gonna guess around like 15 or so shocks have gone off. I shouldn't have backspammed that green shell. I'm probably gonna regret that. I got a super horn when I'm not even gonna need it. No blue shell's gonna reach me in time. Oh jeez, I lost even more time. I'm only 40 seconds ahead of my personal best, about. Time for the last cup. My goal is to get sub 123 and get a 122. Hopefully I can get it. But I'm gonna have to play this cup really well to get it. Because I have to save around 54 seconds to get it. Like 54 seconds in total. Since I'm 40 seconds ahead of my personal best, I only need to save about 14 seconds in this cup. Which should be pretty easy, because I did poorly in one or two of the races. Are you still there, Mario? Or did you abandon the speed? Did you abandon the stream? Because you haven't chatted in a bit, so I'm assuming you probably left. Oh my gosh, shock goes off right when I have Super Horn and the blue shells coming. It's pretty convenient how the shock always seems to go off whenever there's a shell coming at me. Okay. What?
I can't open the door. You have to try. It's really hard to do. There we go.
You know I'm kind of in the middle of something.
What do you have for dinner?
In the middle of a speed run.
What do you want for dinner?
Oh.
Paul wants to know.
I'm okay with anything.
I'm just gonna say Kings.
Hi, jeez. What? Oh, jeez, you got the puppies here. And you knocked my phone off of there.
It was all worth it.
You know you need to put that back up because now I can't actually upload this run because you knocked it off. I can't upload this run now because my sister just knocked my phone off. This is what I mean. My sister practically does not care. I can upload it, but its chances are it's probably not gonna get accepted due to the fact that that there isn't even any access to my computer, to my TV right now. And I can't pause, so I have to do it after the race. That's my sister in a nutshell. She walks in, completely ruins the speed run recording, and now I pretty much have no chance of being able to upload it because she didn't put my camera back up because she doesn't care. She's directly told me that before, where she knocks my phone down when I'm in the middle of recording a speed run offline, and I ask her to put my phone back up, and she says she's not going to put it back up. Because she pretty much does not care. I'll attempt to upload it or request it. There. If the run doesn't get accepted or anything, I'll just probably end up blaming it on my sister because she knocked my camera off. Now, this is Grumble Volcano. I thought this was a pretty cool track in Mario Kart Wii. The only thing I don't like about this track is just the fact that the track slowly disappears as you go through the laps. I think it's a really cool aspect to the track, but it just gets really annoying. Okay, Mike. That's an immediate fall off the track. Handshot. You're fine. I'm already gonna have to go have a word with my sister. Because my parents did make a rule that the puppies aren't supposed to be upstairs, but yet she took them upstairs anyways. Like my dad explicitly said that the puppies aren't supposed to be up here, but she took them up here anyways. But of course, my sister being my sister, she's not going to care. If you want, Mike, you can actually stay for 1 more minute, since this is the last race. And this last track only takes about a minute. In 64 Ring Road, the final track of the speedrun. And personally, I think it's a really good remake of the original from the N64. Let's hope I manage to save enough time to get the sub I want. If I don't get it, then if I don't get it, then it's gonna be cut incredibly close. And blue shell. At least I managed to dodge the blue shell. If only I had this super horn when the blue shell was coming. I didn't get it. I didn't get the sub, but I got incredibly close. My final time is 1 hour 23 minutes and 7 seconds. If you want now, you can head off, Mike. Thanks for staying for the last race. You didn't have to, but you at least did. I'm gonna show my time with my camera. It's right there. There's my splits. Not too bad not too bad for my standards. I lost 3 spots. I can definitely get sub 123, and I intend to do it. And then my next goal is to get sub 122. Yeah, the Alienware laptop is actually my dad's laptop. He gave it to me after the whole computer issue I had. But now I basically have a dual setup, so I can actually have Discord open and do things like stream at the same time, which I'm really happy about. I thought that run was really good. And I managed to get first place in every race. Okay, Mike. Thank you. Thanks for coming to the stream. And thanks for sticking around for the last race. And also, I think everybody else abandoned the stream without telling me. So yeah, Mike, I'll see you in your stream. It's gonna end this one. I'm not gonna do a raid just because it's only me and you. But you've got your stream to deal with. To thank everybody for watching. Everybody that came throughout the stream, thanks for watching. And I'm gonna end the stream now. See you guys.